Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Medabots Dual Metabee. Alrighty then, that's the test file into the actual game here. So, I don't know whether or not this episode will be shorter or about the same length as all the other ones. I kind of think it might be a bit shorter. I'm only doing 2 missions, but hang on a second. That's a bit loud. Okay, anyway, but yeah, that's just because I pretty much moved over 2 of the challenge missions over to replace one of the regular missions. So hopefully that'll kind of make it even. First thing I want to tell you guys is with the Tiger Metaforce. We've seen the Turtle Metaforce through the training mission. It's a very fast charge, very weak, mind you, but it just charges and you can just instantly shoot it. The Tiger Metal is really weird, and I say that because it really should be the Phoenix Metal, but as per what I found, it says generates a hellfire to burn the opponent in front of you. So yeah, 40 damage and creates the burn status. So this really isn't that great of a metaphor for what it's worth. Like 165 65 seconds. That's like almost near the end of the fight. This is a really long time to charge up. Like I know Medabee's the Capital Metal takes 132 seconds, but look at that damage. It's respectable damage. So hopefully this thing charges down lower, or this giant flame is much more useful than I think it is. So we'll be experimenting with that today. Ugh. I have things to do later tonight. Okay, anyway, so as always, we're gonna do challenge missions or training missions. Do I have these parts? I should. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I still don't know what these ones are. I'm gonna have to go off screen and kind of take a look at what they are. For some reason, they're not on my test files, so I don't have these parts for some reason. Really odd. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. Okay, good. We got all of them. Okay, so training mission 30, part revival training. Use parts to revive teammates. So yeah, this will be interesting. This is a really tricky meta part to use. So let's just get into it here. Let's just full screen this for a bit here. Let's see. The techniques that will be used this time are W Revival and Reverse. It is possible to revive a Medabot teammate. W Revive resurrects parts. Reverse will be able to revive the Medabot from a down state. Here's the weird thing. Usually you would think that your head would be the reverse one, because the head is usually the best part. In this case, the head that's on this Medabot, it's actually the W Revive. So our head reconstructs, if you will, brings back meta parts that are broken, and the arm, that's the jaded arm that we got from the slot machines, that one will revive our allies. Let's see. It should be noted, reverse can only be used once. Yes, we only have one use of that arm. And that brings back to what the head of this Medabot does. If you guys remember, it said 28 uses, but has no charges. That means we could theoretically, we could revive your teammate 28 times if you so chose to use that one arm. If you have both arms, and I think they both revive, or in this case reverse, that means you have a total of 56 revives. You can bring your teammate back 56 times if they're destroyed. Now, keep in mind though, this is like the old games, so they're not going to come back with full health. They're like a quarter of their health, but, I mean, to revive them 56 times, you're going to run out of time, mind you, but, I mean, that's going to be the biggest pain in the world. Like, I just killed this guy and he keeps coming back. What the hell? Anyway, though, W revive, which is the parts revive, can only be used twice. After that, you will not be able to use it. So, what they've given us is an attacking part. So we have one attacking part here, which is a missile. Anyway, so now let's start the training. Defeat the enemy Medabot. So yeah, we'll just kind of shoot him. Do a bit of damage, let our partner do the work, because we can't really do too much. We have to rely on him to burn. Right about now, we are pretty much I won't say the best medic. Like, we have no actual constant healing. That's kind of sad. Oh, I wasn't charged all the way? Dang it. But yeah, it's important to get some chip damage in here. There we go. Because again, oh crap. Well, the wheels are important, so charge up your head. Yeah, you have to charge up. Revive. There we go. He got his wheels back. But I think he's gonna die. I missed. Okay, so now he's dead. Our partner's dead. So we gotta use our reverse. And now he's back. And he just lost a part. Thank you very much, partner. I'll get that back for you. Well, thank you for demonstrating that you only have so much damage. Let me just get a frontal assault here. And he's gone again. Thank you, partner. I really appreciate you helping me demonstrate all this crap. God damn it, that shield. Ugh. AI, why? Damn it, and I have the straight missiles. Oh man. So like I said, there's a couple different missiles in the game here. You have Medabots chaser missiles, which are slow but will always chase them. You have the mid-range ones, I guess, which is the ones he's using, where they will slightly curve and they're relatively fast. And then you have my missiles, which only go straight, but they go really freaking fast. Damage-wise, I don't know if there's any good or bad. It's really hard to say whether or not which one is better in terms of damage. I would say it's more of a preference of how your Medabot attacks. So for instance, for slow Medabots, you might want to use the chaser missile. Actually, no, it should be for more agile Medabots. You might want to use. God damn it, that delay. But yeah, for some of the chaser Medabots, or the ones that always run away a lot, you might want to use the chasing missiles. Or the mid-range ones. Mid-range is okay. Mid-range is not too bad. But for very slow ones, like this guy here, if you still have his tank parts here, the straight one might be a pretty good idea, because, again, stay in good distance and just kind of keep pelting him, but I would prefer the mid-range one, personally, just because what kind of person just stands in a straight line? That took a bit longer than I hoped for. Okay, mission 32, trap installation. Train using traps installed to attack. This one's interesting. Quick pause here for a second. Sorry. I always underestimate how long my laptop battery can actually last. it's about a year old now, but the battery life is just kind of going kaput. But then again, I play the heck out of it for some of the online games, so can't really blame it. Anyways though, it's time to use traps. Install a trap which will attack enemies within range automatically. We've kind of seen this before, but this is kind of the introduction. There are 4 types of traps that exist: rifle traps, beam traps, missile traps, and bomb traps. Yes. Rifle, beam, and missile traps each fire. So I don't know if we've seen the rifle traps, but I don't know why it's separated into 3 different categories here. Just on a small analysis, I would say I think I know why it's separated. Rifle is a straight line, hits one opponent for relatively heavy damage. Beam goes through the opponent and has potential to hit more than one enemy. Missile chases you slightly, so it's like the mid-range missile. That's my logic behind this. I haven't seen a rifle turret. I've seen beam, and I know it goes through me. I've seen missile. I haven't really paid attention whether or not it chases me, but I feel like it slightly chases, like the mid-range. Other than that, there has to be some variation between these things, otherwise they just put in 3 different things to use up space, which is weird. Let's see. Bomb traps explode when the enemy gets close. Both are possible to lock on and break. Obviously, because I always try and destroy the bastards, because I hate those things. Now, let's begin. Defeat the enemy Medabot. Now, obviously, he's programmed so that you can use your mines. Just like that. Okay, so this one here, your Y is a rifle one. Ow. So set that up. Oh, also, multi-legs. I don't know why this is, but you can double jump. Like, just a small little hop there. I don't know why that is. Also, keep in mind that you can get hurt by your own mines. So yeah, try and keep a kind of open area. The mines are good. Ow, damn it. Ow, god dang it. The mines are good for physical users. So like if somebody always chases you, put a mine up. For shooters, this really isn't that great, but you're better off using the turrets and just having a heck of a lot of turrets, just kind of firing constantly. Sometimes though, you can play the suicide bomb game and just like, I'm just gonna run straight at you. Like that. Not the best thing, but I mean, like, if they're running after you and you know you can't get away, you might as well take the hit, get back up, and then start running away. Let your dash gauge kind of fill up. So, you know, use a mine, blow yourself up, let your dash gauge fill up, and then start running. So that's a strategy you guys can use if you want to use mines. Training mission number 33, plant installation. Train using plant to increase capacity. We've seen this already. And we also have more multi-legs. There we go. That's it. It is time to use plant. It is an automatic support that affects the team within the area. There are 2 types of plants, repair plant and cycle plant. Cycle plant improves filling and cooling, or in this case, capacity. There's some kind of weird translation crap going on here. Repair will recover allies within range. Both are able to be locked on and destroyed, as we've seen. It's hard to say which one of these two would be the most threatening, because as we're about to see, I have a Gatling gun, and that means I can pretty much fire twice as many bullets with the Cycle Plant. But I prefer the Repair Plant just because, again, it gives us the option to heal within an area, and you know, if there's a lot of shooting, then we might as well kind of stand back and kind of heal up a bit, let them come to us, that type of thing. Cycle Plant, it's really hard to say when it would be good, because like it's really good for grappling if they're within that area, but if they're like shooters, then it's just there's some strategy somewhere, but I just can't think of one right now. Now, let's begin. Defeat the enemy Medabot. I would say be good for rifle if you have, what am I trying to say? If you have something like a rifle. Whoop, put that back on. Yeah, stay within the circle, and just be a pain in the butt. Is something dead? There we go. I was like, come on, something has to be destroyed soon. I see your head gauge going down, but come on, die already. Okay, now that's out of the way. I need to grab a few. I need to double check and make sure I have these parts for the challenge missions. I'd like to buy some stuff, please. I need legs, so I'm pretty sure I have what I need, but just in case. No, not you. No, not this one. We're gonna need a floating or a hovering Metapart. And oh, sorry. So yeah, hovering is represented by, if you see my mouse here on your right half of the screen, hovering is represented by the green. Tanks are this kind of brownish color. Blue for water. I think this is multi-leg. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Yeah, these are multi-legs. So multi-legs represented by yellow. For some reason I thought it was red. Anyways, though, let's grab the neutral one just in case. Okay, I think I have everything. Do I have a multi-leg? I should have a multi-leg. Yes. Okay. We have multi-leg. We got it from our card. Okay, so, challenge mission. I've already said it, but, challenge mission number 3. I think I read it wrong, but anyways, Type Master. Win the roll battle using floating parts. I don't know why it's called Type Master. Anyways, worst case scenario. If you don't know what you're looking for, just copy your opponent's. Not that one. We need floating. Yes. This one's flying. I haven't tested out flying yet. I don't know how flying works. What was my opponent using again? using bombs? Let's see, very weighter, increase, very heavy weighter. I think I'm gonna want to go missiles on this one. You don't move incredibly fast with... Actually, I want to switch up the heads. Do I have a scanner? I do not. That sucks. Get a whole bunch of missiles though. We'll do that. Okay, floating. We're gonna get the tutorial for floating later, but I might as well tell you how this thing works. Floating. Relatively decent, I guess. But here's what you do. You jump, and then you just float. You press B again, you fall back down on the ground. That's what happens. It's actually pretty handy, because you move really fast up here. Whereas on the ground... Well, that's interesting. But yeah, just press B once, jump in the air, and then you start floating automatically, and your gauge does go down. But I mean, it's actually decent, because a lot of the lobbing attacks that we saw, their biggest advantage is from the explosion. And because of that, it's a bit, they have to be more precise. They either have to hit you with it, or use the dragon head, increase their radius, and then blow you up that way. Otherwise, your biggest enemy is actually shooters and grapple types. But for the lobbing ones, you are more or less 80% safe. I'm just making up that number, but I think it works. Mission 4. Takyaku Master, or Multi-Legs Master, when using multi-legs. Which, as I've said before, is the yellow-colored legs. This one's a little trickier. Okay. He has a shield. So, put that on you. Get my flame guns out. Do I have any other multi-legs, or just the one? Just the one. For some reason, I thought I had Spider. But, as I've shown in the store, you can grab Swirl, which is the Octoclown legs from there. So, if you don't have the Centaur legs that I do, you can go over there and just buy those. Alright! I don't know how good this thing's gonna be in the desert, but I don't think it's very good in the desert. Yeah. It should be pretty obvious why I chose fire. Because, like, he's using a shield, so... Gotta... Ow. Crap. Gotta melt through the armor. There we go. I think his shield part is gone now, so... We can just pound on him. There we go, that's gone. Ow. Okay, now we only have his head. There we go. Challenge completed. Okay, and again, if any of you are following along, now you know how to complete those missions.